Hey guys, welcome back to another banking video, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be telling y'all what truthfully goes down during the interview when you get potentially called for a job that you apply for. All right, like this is going to be no beating around the bush, no sugarcoating. Like I'm gonna tell you genuinely what's gonna go down, what they're bound to ask you, and how you should respond. So if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Patricia, and here on my channel I just love to give helpful advice, just like helpful advice with finding a job, or like, I don't know, buying a car, loving yourself, just a whole bunch of different things. So if y'all are interested, I'd appreciate it if y'all could subscribe, because we're on a road to 10K. Let's get it. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump in today's video. I have dropped quite a few videos just explaining the whole like application process, like what to say, how to apply, what you should put down, what to wear. Like I've touched base on a lot of different things, and I feel like I even did a video similar to this, but this is just gonna be the updated version because I feel like a lot of y'all have been asking me, and so here it is. So it's going to focus, and obviously the topic here today is strictly the interview, but remember, in order to secure the interview, you have to do a few other things first. So make sure your application is submitted, make sure you've gone into the store and asked to speak to the manager and basically presented yourself and stuff. But once you land the interview, what really goes down? And that's what we're about to talk about. So let's get into it. First thing you want to do is always arrive early to your interview. This does not mean that you're going to be taken right away. This does not mean that you're automatically hired just because, yo, you showed up early and you look good. No. A lot of the tips I give y'all go hands in hand. It's not just let me pick the ones I want to do, the ones I like best, and let me do that. Everything goes hands in hand, okay? So show up early because that just sets the mood. That sets the tone, okay? Show up presentable. I can't emphasize this enough. And there's always going to be that one smart person who's like, oh, I got hired and I was wearing shorts. Great. You were the exception. Congratulations to you. But realistically, that's not going to happen for everyone, okay? And so when I'm giving advice, the safest way for me to go is to tell y'all what truthfully, you know, is going to look good. And that's going to be if you look presentable. So dress pants, dress shirts, girls, if you want to wear like, you know, so a dress, a long skirt, nothing too showy, nothing too like, you know, we're not going to the club. We're trying to secure yourself a job, okay? So y'all know how to dress like that. And if not, I have a video on it, literally. Sorry, let me get some water because it's 1 in the morning, guys. It's pretty late. But I wanted to get this out there because I've just had a lot of questions about it. So anyways, once the manager takes you in, and granted, if your appointment is at 1 p.m. and you showed up at 12:45, that's great. That sets the mood. That's, you know, awesome. But it's not guaranteed that they're going to take you in early. So you still might have to wait for your designated time. But once they take you in, they're going to take you into either the manager's office or, what is it? The computer room. Usually though, it's the manager's office. And in the manager's office, you know, when the manager comes out, they're going to call your name. You're most likely going to be sitting on the bench or just like lingering around customer service, whatever, like waiting for you to be called. The manager will come out of his or her office and like say your name. You're going to say like, hey, how are you? You know, say thanks for having me today. Like be grateful that you're being given this opportunity because you're not the only one who wants this job, but you're one of the few who've gotten called to an interview because they obviously see something that they like in you. So don't take it for granted. Be grateful, be appreciative, say thanks for having me, you know, whatever. I'm looking forward to, you know, chatting, whatever you want to say. And then follow the manager into the room. Once y'all are in the room, you sit down, the manager's gonna sit down, and I feel like this is the part where everyone freaks out because it's kind of like, it's awkward. Like, do I say something? Does he say something? Am I gonna get asked questions? Do I just start talking about myself? Like, I understand. And the first thing to remember is don't stress yourself out. Like, they know you're nervous. And I've said this before. It's okay to even say it. Like, hey, look, you know, sorry, I'm just feeling a little bit nervous right now, but, you know, and you proceed to answering the question. They know you're nervous. They've been in your shoes. They've seen worst case scenarios than you, okay? There's managers out here who can see that somebody's having like an anxiety attack. So you're not gonna be the first one, don't worry. You know, they've seen worse things. Like, don't feel bad. And it's also okay to be honest and just be like, look, I have a little bit of, you know, anxiety right now. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm so excited to be here. I promise you that I'm gonna do great. Like, whatever it is that you need to say, you can be honest. You don't have to put a front like, yeah, I know everything. Yeah, okay, great. And inside you're like dying. Don't do that. Don't do that. So I think it's very important to be transparent, to be yourself. I'm not going to tell you to, you know, tell them stuff that is just going to sound good or look good, because they have to be honest, right? But the one advice I will give you guys is to try to correlate whatever it is that you say to a job. So for example, if someone says, what qualities do you possess, or something like that, right? And I had this one boy one time tell me, he's like, I play basketball, that's all I know how to do, but now I need a job. All I know how to do is run back and forth in a court and chase a ball. You know, and he's like tripping that he wouldn't be a good cashier. I was like, when you go in that office, and basically he was kind of like considering lying and being like, oh, like I am, you know, and saying just a whole bunch of things that he's basically not. I was like, don't do that, because they can see right through that and it's just not gonna look good. I'm like, you don't want to lie, you want to be transparent. So I told him, I'm like, what you want to do is tell them, well, you know, me as a person, outside of work, whatever, I love to play basketball. I think a quality that I possess is that I am extremely fast. So with correlation to my job, it's going to be very beneficial, because I'll be able to get whatever the customer needs in a timely manner or in an efficient manner, whatever, ensuring that they don't have to wait, which makes them less mad, like just correlate whatever you have to do, because you saying, oh, I play basketball versus I play basketball, I'm very fast. So I think in regards to my job, that's going to be extremely helpful, because I'll be able to get whatever, you know, any manager needs or whatever the customer needs in, you know, a very quick way. And whatever, I play basketball, I have good, I don't know, like not technique, but like hand-eye coordination. Like there's different ways depending on what you do that can make you sound better when you're in an interview. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? If I like to bake or something like that, I'm gonna say I like to bake. But versus me just ending it there, I'm gonna be like, which means that I'm very familiar with foods and products and how much you need of certain things. So when a customer asks me, I'll be able to provide that knowledge, which is something super helpful to them, and it's going to ensure that they're going to want to keep coming back. And boom. So it's like about making whatever it is that you genuinely do, right? Because if like I have a baking business, that's genuinely who I am. If y'all play basketball, that's genuinely who you are. You're not going to go in there and be like, I study, read, never party, never go out, water the plants all day. Like, you think they're not going to know you're lying? They going to know. So you're better off being honest and being like, look, I'm a track star. Look, I play baseball. Look, whatever it is that you do, I don't know what y'all do, but correlate it to your job, okay? And be honest. If you're nervous, then just say that. Just say that. So I feel like that's a really, really big tip. And within that time frame of like you going in and stuff, they're probably gonna be like, so how are you? You can be like, I'm good. And then boom, correlate it back to the job. Like when they're asking you, you know, as you guys are walking in, the manager is bound to be like, hey bud, how are you? Or hey girl, you know, whatever. And when, you know, they say, how are you? You don't want to be like, oh, well, actually, I've had a very bad day today. This, that, and the third. Like, they're not asking you because they genuinely care. Because at this moment, they don't even know you. So, it's, you know, they might not really care either. And they need to see, like, what it is that you're going to say that depicts if they're going to hire you or not. So, your best bet in that moment is to be like, oh, I'm good. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Thanks for having me. Or I'm feeling a little bit nervous, but I'm still so happy to be here. Like something that correlates back to what you're actually there for, which is your interview. Okay. And that is going to give like the most like, hello, like points. So you know, and then after that, the manager is bound to just ask you questions, and the questions they ask are always open-ended, okay? They're never gonna be like, do you like blue or red? They're just gonna say, like, tell me about your favorite color. And it's usually not, they're not expecting you to be like pink and that's it. They're expecting you to be like, pink because it was my mother's favorite color who originated from I don't know what. Like, they want a story with whatever answer you give them. So they also, like, they're playing it smart. They want to do the least amount of talking but get the most information out of you, period. Okay? And they can do that because they're the managers and you need them to like you so that they can hire you. Okay? Because unfortunately you're not in the company yet, so they owe you nothing. Get it? And like, I know I can sound harsh sometimes, and I promise I'm not trying to be, but I'm trying to put you on to game because my YouTube family is literally my family. All right, all my subscribers, I love and appreciate y'all. So why would I not put you on? I get zero money to do these videos. You know, like the company doesn't pay me. It's not sponsored. It's not promoted. I just do this because I want to put you on. So me putting y'all on is me being a little bit like, I'm gonna keep it for real, you know, because I don't like to sugarcoat stuff. It just doesn't get the point across. So that's basically what y'all need to do. And towards the end of the interview, because remember, first impressions are just as important as the last impression. When you are leaving, when it's about to end, make sure you shake that person's hand. There's always that smart person who wants to comment under my videos and be like, how do I shake their hand if the whole pandemic is going on? If you don't feel safe shaking their hand, which granted, I'm sure you've shooken somebody else's hand recently and you don't know what they have either. If you don't feel comfortable shaking the manager's hands, fine. You don't have to, but at least just smile and be like, thank you so much for having me. Like, be grateful and leave a good final lasting impression, okay? Because that's what they're going to remember when you walk out the door and what they start writing down as soon as you leave. Because as y'all are talking, they're bound not to be writing down as much. But when you leave, they're going to write it down. So you want that fresh, like, happy image, that grateful part of you to be present in their minds. So that's basically, honestly, like, all the tips, all the advice I can give you guys on how to do this. If you have any other questions, suggestions, or comment, just go ahead and comment down below. But yeah, I'm just gonna wrap up this video because I don't want to make it too long, but I will do a lot more videos like this, so stay tuned. Thanks again for watching my video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all soon.